to welcome each one of you to be with us to celebrate the feast of Our Lady of Mercy, a day of celebration for the entire congregation, very especially for Our Lady of Mercy province. At the outset, let us be informed the significance of this feast in the church calendar. According to the tradition, during the 13th century, Islamic forces from North Africa were strong on the seas around Europe, especially on the coasts of Spain and Italy, and even as far as Britain and Ireland. They took many local Christians as captives. They burned down the entire coastal villages and dragged off the frightened people to the ships before they could summon help. Once taken away to distant land, small boys who had been separated from their parents were transformed into Muslim warriors and girls into suitable subjects for a harem or for prostitution. These captives could be freed only by paying heavy ransom. At this point, new religious orders were formed to meet the crisis. One such religious order that took keen interest in resolving this crisis was the Mercedarians, which is still active. It was dedicated to Our Lady of Mercy or Our Lady of Ransom. The origin of this foundation, according to the tradition, our Blessed Mother appeared to a young nobleman called Peter Nolasco in France and asked him to free the Christians from the clutches of the Muslims. Responding to her appeal, her compassion and mercy for the men, women, and the children who were taken as prisoners from Europe to Africa, Peter Nolasco set out to redeem these people. But this was not an easy task, as Islamic society was increasingly economically dependent on slavery. Peter Nolasco and his companions dedicated their lives and possessions to gather arms by begging for funds to secure the release of the Christians from their cruel captors. How is this feast significant for us Saint Anne's? In the year 1989, during the 4th General Chapter, it was decided to standardize the congregation into regions for the smooth administration. Thus, two regions, namely North and South regions, came into existence, and later these regions became provinces in the year 1995. The southern province was named Our Lady of Mercy Province, comprising the states of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. And the northern province was named Sacred Heart Province, comprising the states of Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. The name of the South region, as it was originally called, got its name in connection with the history of our congregation. It is a well-known fact that we, the Sisters of St. Anne, Bangalore, were with the Good Shepherd Sisters for more than a century, namely for 102 years. With the help of a visionary Archbishop, Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Bodhakamuri, whom we fondly remember as our Moses, our Redeemer, and our Liberator, we became autonomous in the year 1959. It was he who initiated our exodus and helped us to come out of Good Shepherd Convent. Our exodus from the Good Shepherd Convent was in various batches. The final batch of sisters came away from there on the 24th September 1959 on the feast of Our Lady of Mercy. Coincidence was interpreted by Mother Mary of Vincent Agius as follows. On this day, the Church celebrates the freedom of the Christians who were enslaved by the Muslims of Spain. Likewise, Sisters of St. Anne are now liberated from Good Shepherd Sisters.
Keeping this coincidence in mind, Mother Presentation and other pioneers and the counselors of the congregation named the South region as Our Lady of Mercy region, which later became a province. Certainly, this celebration is an occasion for the entire congregation to thank God for the numerous blessings that we have received from the inception till this day through various persons. Let us remember them all at the altar, very especially our founder, Monsignor Celestine, whose death anniversary is today, and Mother Presentation, and all our pioneer sisters and others. May they enjoy the eternal bliss. Let us also place at the altar the entire congregation, the past and present superiors general, provincial superiors, and their team for special blessings.
Ask Blessed Mother to guide and inspire all the members and streamline our province and the entire congregation and ransom it from fears, from the desires that are unwanted, and the sicknesses, especially the COVID-19 pandemic, which the entire world is undergoing at present. During this Silver Jubilee year of the province, may God be pleased to dwell in our communities, in our province, and in everyone's heart.
St. Paul says, "Through Jesus you are no longer a slave, but a daughter, a son, and if so, an heir. Through Our Lady of Mercy, we be freed from all that entangle us, especially which is against our religious life itself."
Every one of us be blessed by God through the intercession of our Blessed Mother.
ಪ್ರಿಯ ಮಾತೆ ಮರಿಯಮ್ಮ, ನನ್ನ ಕರವ ನೀ ಹಿಡಿದು ನನ್ನ ನಡೆಸುವೆ ನೀನಮ್ಮ.